choosing between cycling and jogging. It seems like a pretty simple fitness decision, right? But what if it's actually about something much deeper? In this explainer, we're not just going to compare two workouts, we're going to dive into two completely different philosophies of movement and two different ways of connecting with yourself and the world around you. So, the big question: bike or running shoes? It's a classic dilemma for anyone looking to get active. But the thing is, the answer has a lot less to do with which one is technically better and a whole lot more to do with who you are. And that right there is the key. Look, we're not here to crown a winner. Our whole goal is to break down what each path really offers, physically, mentally, and even emotionally, so you can find the one that just clicks, the one that truly fits into your life. To do that, we're going to look at this through two different lenses. On one side, you've got the adventurous cyclist, someone who uses a machine to explore the world. And on the other, you have the primal runner, who taps into something, well, something more elemental. So as we go, just ask yourself, which one of these sounds a little more like me? Okay, first things first, let's talk about the body. This is where the differences are pretty black and white, and it all boils down to one fundamental trade-off. You're either choosing intensity or you're choosing longevity. The contrast here is just crystal clear. Cycling is low impact, which means it's so much kinder to your joints, a massive win for the long game. Jogging, though, it's high impact. And while that sounds like a bad thing, that very impact is actually its superpower. It's what makes jogging so fantastic for building bone density. So right away, you can see that trade-off in action. All right, what about the big one, calories? Well, minute for minute, jogging is definitely the more efficient burn, no question. But, and this is a big but, here's the twist. Because cycling is so easy on the body, you can just do it for way longer. Think of it like this. A nice, steady 45-minute bike ride can easily burn the same calories as a tough 30-minute jog, but with a whole lot less wear and tear on your body. So the physical choice here is really a strategic one. Jogging is your champ if you want maximum intensity and bone-strengthening benefits in the shortest amount of time. But cycling? Well, cycling gets the gold star for joint health and for being an activity you can happily sustain for decades to come. But the physical stuff is really only half the story. So now let's switch gears and talk about what happens in your head. Both of these are incredible for your mental health, but they deliver those benefits in completely different ways. It's really the difference between euphoria and flow. I'm sure you've heard of the runner's high, right? Well, it's not a myth, it's a very real thing, and it's fueled by endocannabinoids, which are basically your body's own built-in feel-good chemicals. That repetitive, rhythmic motion lets your mind just drift, process thoughts, and hit the reset button. It's truly like a moving meditation. Cycling, on the other hand, puts you in what's called a flow state. You know that feeling when you're just completely absorbed, completely in the zone? That's flow. You're not worrying about your emails or your to-do list. You're just focused on the road, the rhythm of your pedaling, that next turn. It's an active kind of focus that literally pulls you out of your own head. So what you have are two totally different kinds of mental release. Jogging is internal, it's reflective. Cycling is external, it's focused. So the real question for you is this: when you're stressed out, do you need time to think things through, or do you really need a break from thinking altogether? Okay, so let's zoom out a bit. What's the thing that's going to keep you coming back to this for years and years? Well, it's all about long-term fulfillment. An activity really becomes a part of your identity when it gives you a path to grow. And here, again, we see another fascinating split, the desire for mastery versus the love of simplicity. Think about it. With cycling, you're mastering a tool, the bike. You're learning about gears and maintenance and technique. With jogging, the mastery is all internal. It's about your own body, your form, your breathing, your endurance. And then there's exploration. Cycling opens up this huge potential to cover dozens of miles in an afternoon. Plus, it's often a really social hobby, with a whole culture built around group rides. So for cyclists, that deep sense of fulfillment often comes from this incredible feeling of freedom and adventure. It's about discovering new places, new towns, new landscapes. And, there's a really practical joy in it too, like turning a stressful car commute into an energizing, awesome part of your day. Now for joggers, fulfillment is, well, it's more elemental. It's that raw, powerful feeling of knowing your own 2 feet are all you really need. It's about building that mental resilience, that grit you get from pushing through discomfort, and just embracing the beautiful, profound simplicity of it all.
So we've looked at the body, we've looked at the mind, and we've talked about the path to fulfillment. Now it's time to bring it all home and help you choose your path.
So, jogging might just be for you if you value simplicity above everything else. You want to work out you can do anywhere, anytime, with almost no gear. You see movement as a time for quiet reflection, and you're really drawn to the idea of building that pure, unfiltered resilience, both in mind and body.
But on the other hand, if you're leaning towards being that adventurous cyclist, you're probably playing the long game. Protecting your joints is a big priority. You get motivated by the thrill of exploration, of seeing what's over that next hill, and maybe you're looking for a hobby that comes with a built-in social community.
You see, in the end, it's not really about which one is better. It's about which one you'll actually do. The best form of exercise is the one you stick with. The whole journey is just about moving. So the only question left is, how will you begin?